Hey everybody, my name is Eric and this is Blessed and Bookmarked. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am reviewing John Stott's book, Why I Am a Christian. My followers on Instagram, same handle, Blessed and Bookmarked, chose this book for me to review it, and I'm so happy that they did because as I was reading this book, I absolutely loved it and wanted to share it with you guys. John Stott is an amazing writer, and his ability to be able to take complex truths and kind of distill them into a way that's easy and accessible to understand is just such a blessing. I had read The Cross of Christ by John Stott, but this book is just another reason why I love him so much as a writer. So like always, let's talk about the good, the bad, and the blessings. So first, the good. And like I said earlier, John Stott's ability to be able to take these very big ideas and express them in ways that are accessible and poetic and beautiful at the same time, again, is one of his very strong suits. His poetic prose kind of opens the door for deep, profound contemplation of the concepts, and I found myself having to pause several times while reading this just to kind of reflect on what he had just said. Stott offers clarity, purpose, and depth as he explores and expresses truths about our Christian faith and examines the reasons why we should become Christian. This book would be great for seekers who are exploring Christianity, new believers who are just starting in the faith, experienced Christians, and even skeptics. Basically, everybody. If you haven't read this book, read it. Now, on to the bad. My only complaint about this book is that it was short. It's only about 140 pages. And in its brevity, it just left me wanting more. And I'm not complaining about the development of ideas. He developed all his ideas very well. It's just he was doing such a good job that I wanted more. So my only complaint is just that. And now the blessings. And this segment is my favorite part of the video where I shared 3 quotes that really had an impact on me. Please let me know in the comments which one of the 3 was your favorite. Here's the first quote. Why I am a Christian is due ultimately neither to the influence of my parents and teachers, nor to my own personal decision for Christ, but to the hound of heaven. That is, it is due to Jesus Christ himself, who pursued me relentlessly even when I was running away from him in order to go my own way. I am a Christian, not because I was born into it or because I blindly followed the crowd. My faith is rooted in a love that is so profound and powerful that it came after me even when I was running in the opposite direction. In a world that often feels so lost and cold and loveless, it is such a comforting thought to know that a God so great lowered himself to my level to be able to display the greatness of his love and mercy towards me even when I was a sinner. Here's quote number 2. True freedom is freedom to be my true self, as God made me and meant me to be. And God made me for loving. But loving is giving, self-giving. Therefore, in order to be myself, I have to deny myself and give myself. In order to be free, I have to serve. In order to live, I have to die to my own self-centeredness. In order to find myself, I have to lose myself in loving. True freedom is not simply being able to do what I want to do when I want to do it. True freedom, as God intended, is the path to becoming the person that God created me to be, loving him with all my heart and loving my neighbor as myself. God made us for love, but love involves self-giving. It isn't merely a feeling. Love is an action. And this is where we choose to die to our own sinful desires, to lay down our lives for Christ, and to love without self-centeredness. In serving and loving God through a spirit-enabled pursuit of holiness, and loving our neighbors through generosity, hospitality, and service, we walk down a path to becoming the people that God intended us to be. And finally, quote number 3, and this wasn't written by Stott, but Stott quotes Bishop Richard Holloway, who says, "This is my dilemma. I am dust and ashes, frail and wayward, a set of predetermined behavioral responses, riddled with fears, beset with needs, the quintessence of dust, and unto dust I shall return. But there is something else in me. Dust I may be, but troubled dust. Dust that dreams, dust that has strange premonitions of transfiguration, of a glory in store, a destiny prepared, an inheritance that will one day be my own. So my life is stretched out in a painful dialectic between ashes and glory, between weakness and transfiguration. I am a riddle to myself, an exasperating enigma, this strange duality of dust and glory. This quote reminds me of the struggle of my limited nature and the hope for something greater. It's like living with one foot in the ordinary and the other in the extraordinary. The tension between weakness and the promise of something greater is something we all grapple with. But though I am dust and ashes, lowly and humbled, I am like a vapor. There is the promise of glory only found through a relationship with Jesus Christ, a promise of transformation, of promise of eternity, the hope of restoration through Jesus. So I'd love to hear from you. Share your thoughts and comments on these quotes in the comment section below. If you found this video inspiring or it piqued your interest or you loved one of the quotes, please like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. We do Q&A, book reviews, and Bible studies here on Blessed and Bookmark, and I really hope that you stick around. I'll leave a link for the book below if you found it interesting and would like to purchase it. That's one way that you can support this channel without any cost to you. Thank you for joining me on this book review. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Stay blessed and stay bookmarked.